So here we are just going to be practicing taking the values, plugging them in, but we're going to have some harder types of problems here. So we have 5x squared minus 8y. So we can see x equals 3. So I can see I have 5 times 3 squared minus 8 groups of y equals 4. So we need to put in that times sign, times 4. Don't just make it 84, make it 8 times 4. So we need to follow our order of operation gems still. So we don't have any groups or parentheses. So now we've done that. We do have an exponent though. So I actually like to write this out and check off the things that I've done to make sure I'm following that order. So we do have an exponent here. So we need to do this here. So this is not 3 times 2. Remember, this is 3 times 3. So go ahead and on your paper, do 3 times 3 and then bring all the other parts of that down. So 3 times 3 is 9. So we still have to times by 5 minus 8 times 4. So we do not have any more exponents. So now we're looking for multiply and dividing left to right, just like we read. So we come to the first one here is 5 times 9. So go ahead and do that. Bring everything else down. So 5 times 9 is 45. We bring minus 8 times 4. So we're still looking for multiply and divide. So there's nothing there. Oh, here's one. Let's go ahead and do that part. Bring everything else down. 8 times 4 is 32. Then we're going to bring down the minus and the 45. So our last thing to do is 45 minus 32. 5 minus 2 is 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. So this value, when we evaluate, is 13. So we're just trying to take this and funnel it down. I really like to underline, this is the part that I'm doing. This is what I have to do next, and following this order. Let's try another one here. So we have 8b plus w divided by 4. B equals 7 and W equals 16. So go ahead and plug in 7 and W and see what our new expression looks like. So our new expression should look like 8, and then we need to times by B is 7. Then we're adding on W is 16 divided by 4. Hey, so we need to follow our gems here. We don't have any groups. We don't have any exponents. So we are looking for multiply and the opposite, divide, going across left to right. So looking here, we have 8 times 7. So go ahead and do that and bring everything else down. So 8 times 7 is 56. 5, 6, 7, 8. 56 is 7 times 8 plus 16 divided by 4. So we need to keep looking for multiplication and division. So there's an add. Oh, here's a divide sign. So 16 divided by 4. So we are doing this part here. So go ahead and do that. Bring everything else down. So 16 divided by 4 is 4 plus 56. 56 plus 4 is 60. So when we evaluate this expression, the value is 60. Okay, we're going to try one more before I have you try the ones on task 3 today. So we have 9c cubed h. So 9 times c cubed times h. C equals 2 and h equals 0.3, 3/10. So see if you can plug in 2 and 0.3 where they go, and let's see what our new expression looks like. So we have 9, and we're going to multiply by C, which is 2, and C is cubed. And then we're going to times that by H, which is 0.33. So it's not 9 2 cubed 0.3. It's 9 times 2 cubed times 3/10. We have to put those times signs in there when we're replacing the variable with the exponent, or with the number that it tells us. So we need to follow our gems here. So every time you do a problem, write this down and go through it. So we don't have any groups, no parentheses. We do have an exponent here. It's helpful to write down, what does this mean? This is not 2 times 3. So see if you can write down what 2 to the third looks like. We have 2 3 times. See if you can write that down. So this means 2 times 2 times 2. So 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. So this becomes 8, and we bring everything else down. So now we are done with our exponents. So now we're looking for multiply and divide. So our first one we come to is 9 times 8. 9 times 8 is 72, and we're going to times that by 0.3. So our last problem we're doing is 72 times 0.3. So 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 7 is 21 with 1 decimal place. So this value is 21.6. So please follow your gems. Plug in the values, write down gems, and follow each step. So go ahead and complete task 3, and then come back when you are ready to do task 4.